You were texting every day. The conversations were flowing. She was laughing at your jokes, asking about your life, sending paragraphs back. And then, nothing. She didn't disappear completely, but something shifted. She got distant, colder, shorter. And now you're sitting there replaying every conversation, trying to figure out what you did wrong. Bro, this happens to almost every guy at some point. And the frustrating part? Most of the time, you didn't say something wrong. You did something wrong. Something subtle. Something you probably didn't even notice. Because the shift from interested to cold rarely happens because of one big moment. It happens because of small ones, quiet patterns she picked up on before you even realized you were showing them. So in this video, I'm breaking down 7 real reasons why a girl goes cold after things were going well. Not theories, real behavioral shifts that kill attraction quietly. By the end, you're going to understand exactly what happened, and more importantly, how to make sure it never happens again. Let's get into it. Number 1. You made her your whole focus too fast. Things were going well, she was responding warm, and your brain went, okay, all in. You started texting more, checking in constantly, making yourself available around the clock. It felt natural to you because you were genuinely interested. But here's what she felt on her end: pressure. When a man makes a woman the center of his universe too quickly, she doesn't feel special. She feels responsible. Responsible for your happiness, responsible for your mood, and that's a weight nobody wants to carry in the early stages. She needs to see that you have a life she'd be entering, not a void she'd be filling. Number 2. You stopped being a challenge. In the beginning, there was tension, mystery. You didn't know exactly where she stood, and that kept her curious. But then you handed her everything. You told her how much you liked her constantly, you were always available, you agreed with basically everything she said. The uncertainty disappeared, and so did her curiosity. Listen, this isn't about playing games. It's about being a full, grounded person with your own direction. When everything about you is predictable and permanently available, there's no reason to lean in. Keep something for yourself. Let her wonder a little. Not because you're being manipulative, but because you genuinely have a life that doesn't pause for anyone. Number 3. Your energy shifted the second she pulled back slightly. She had a busy week, or she was just in her own head for a few days. And instead of staying grounded, you noticed immediately. You started double texting, you got quiet and weird, you sent the "you good" text 3 times in 4 days. Bro, she pulled back for completely normal human reasons, and your reaction told her something loud. Told her that your confidence is directly tied to her attention, and the second she felt that, the attraction shifted. A man whose peace depends on a woman's response is a man she cannot fully respect. When she pulls back, you stay exactly the same. Your world keeps moving. That energy is what pulls her back in. Number 4. You over-explained yourself. She asked something simple, or there was a small misunderstanding, and instead of keeping it brief, you wrote 3 paragraphs explaining your intentions, what you meant, why she shouldn't take it the wrong way. Over-explaining is the communication version of chasing. It says, "I'm scared of how you see me, so let me control it." She doesn't need a breakdown of your entire thought process. She needs a man who trusts himself enough to let things land without managing her reaction. Say less, trust more. Clean and confident always beats nervous and detailed every single time. Number 5. Became too agreeable. She said she hates a certain kind of music. You suddenly hated it too. She said she prefers low-key guys. You immediately said that's exactly what you are. She shared an opinion and you backed it up without hesitation every time. You think you're being easygoing, but what she's actually feeling is, this guy doesn't have a real personality. He's just reflecting mine back at me. Women are not attracted to mirrors. They're attracted to contrast. A man with his own thoughts, his own tastes, his own opinions, someone who pushes back calmly when he disagrees, is genuinely interesting. Be that man, even if it creates a little friction. Real connection needs 2 actual people in the room. Number 6. The energy stalled and you never moved it forward. Things were building. Good vibes, good tension, real momentum. And then it just stayed exactly there. You didn't suggest meeting up, didn't show real intention, didn't lead the dynamic anywhere. and slowly what felt like potential started feeling like a situationship going nowhere fast. Women need to feel like the energy is building towards something real. They don't need you rushing, but they need momentum. If every conversation is just more conversation with no direction, she starts wondering if you're genuinely interested or just comfortable. Make a move, suggest something, lead. Momentum is attractive. Drifting is not. Number 7, you showed her your anxious side before she was ready to hold it. This is the one most guys never see coming, and it's the most important one on this list. You shared too much too early. Your insecurities, your relationship trauma, your fears about being hurt again. And it wasn't because she couldn't handle depth, it's because she barely knew you yet. Real vulnerability is powerful, but timing is everything. When you open up that deep in the first few weeks, she doesn't feel closer to you. She feels like she accidentally became your therapist. Depth is earned through time and trust. In the early stages, be present, be warm, be real, but keep the full weight of your inner world for when she's actually ready to carry it with you. That's not hiding who you are, that's understanding when the moment is right. Here's the real talk. None of these things make you a bad person. Most of them come from genuine interest and a real desire to connect. But attraction is fragile in the early stages. It doesn't survive pressure. It doesn't survive a man who loses himself in someone else before she's even fully in the picture. The guys who keep her attention aren't perfect. They're grounded. They have a life that keeps moving. They don't reshape themselves around someone else's energy. They stay consistent, whether she's warm or cold, present or distant, and that consistency, that quiet, unbothered stability is what makes her want to come back every single time. Go back through the 7. Too much focus, no challenge, reacting to her pullback, over-explaining, being too agreeable, no momentum, and emotional dumping too early. Fix these, not to run a strategy, not to play games, but because the best version of you doesn't do any of these things anyway. The best version of you is already enough. Drop a comment below right now. Which one of these hit different? Be honest, because I know at least one of them just described a real situation you lived through. Trust me, we've all been there. And if you want to understand what actually keeps a woman genuinely interested long-term, not just initially, go watch the video on 7 habits that make women addicted to your presence. That's the next level. Go watch it right now.